Hi, I'm Jennifer Vatz of Belladonna's Botanicals, and today I want to talk about not entirely focusing on what's going on in the world with, and I'm going to put this preface and disclaimer here, I do not usually talk politics at all or anything in that realm on my channel, but I want to talk a little bit about the impact of some things and changes you might see coming down the pike as a result of the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Now, I had a hysterectomy in 2015. I'm good. But here's the thing. It's not just, now, yes, it's state by state. I'm in a relative, I'm in a state that so far is in the clear, but what is concerning to me as an unofficially disabled, working on that process, small business owner, is the impact that some of this is going to have on my business in a trickle-down effect, and let me explain why. And this has nothing to do with politics in general. This is what I've already seen and experienced. Now, as you know, I am an herbalist. I work with a lot of different herbs, including all the entheogenic herbs and stuff I use in my flying ointments, and a lot of other common herbs you can buy at your herb store. Now, the thing to consider that what I have to consider and what I've had to spend time working on this week is going through to figure out which of those herbs are abortifacient, embryotoxic, fetotoxic, because it is very likely that many of those herbs are going to start seeing restrictions on them. I've already experienced this because prior to this decision, Etsy banned any products containing the herb pennyroyal, which is a known abortifacient. I don't think that by using a Lucifuge Rofacal Spellfire or ritual oil, it's going to cause any issues, but it's a blanket. You can't sell anything that has pennyroyal in it. So now I have to reformulate a lot of my products. Now, thankfully, I didn't use pennyroyal in many products. I think there was maybe 4 or 5, but still, I had to go take the time, reformulate them, change them up on the website now. So you're going to be seeing probably some ingredient changes on some of my products for that reason. And as much as I have been committed over the years to being transparent about the ingredients of my products for my own personal protection and protection of my business, I'm probably going to have to stop listing most of the ingredients, the problematic ingredients online. They'll still be on the labels of the products once you receive them, but to fly under the radar, to not get products delisted or to be shadow banned, that's something I have to take into consideration. Now, this is where it gets tricky. If those herbs are illegal in a state that can prosecute someone for any number of reasons, I will not be able to ship those products to those states. I'm not risking my business, my livelihood, because this is my sole source of income for that. Now, there are things that if this goes down the pike and there's ban on the sale of nightshades, mugwort, wormwood, things like that, you may see entire product lines disappear. So, I will probably not be able to sell the vast majority of my flying ointments, or I will have to reformulate them down very differently in order to sell them. The same with the tinctures and smoke blends. So I just want to let you know, those are some of the consequences of the things that are going around, that there are different, it's not just, those things. And I'm not trying to take away from the impact on women and women identifying bodies and whatnot. I'm just talking a little bit about to make my clients, customers, and subscribers aware of what kind of impact this may have on my business and my ability to provide the products that I have been for the past 4 years. So it's a mess. Now, I have studied herbalism for probably about 4 years now. And the reason they're coming after some of these herbs is because there are methods, I'm not going to get into that, of doing herbal abortions. That is a legitimate way to do it. And that is why they're coming after these herbs. And why I'm bringing this up is because doctors are already informing their patients who have uteruses, etc., that some of the life-saving medications or mundane medications they're on, they may need to swap or stop taking entirely because because those medications, these are things like cardiac meds, immunosuppressants, psych meds, that may cause birth defects or harm the fetus. So doctors are already warning about medications. It's going to hit the herbal realm as well because it is protecting these laws in some of the states, and it is different from state to state, and it's changing, and it's terrifying on so many levels. And this is my sole livelihood. Now, while this decision does not affect my body per se right now, because I don't have a uterus, because I had a hysterectomy, though on behalf of my 2 remaining ovaries, I'd like to tell the Supreme Court a big, that aside, I'm disabled. This is my sole source of income, and I have to protect that. And it's a lot of work. I have a product catalog that's 300 and something products deep. I had to spend an entire day just to figure out which products, because stupid me, I'd like to inform my customers of, the potential side effects and potential precautions for things that say contain those abortifacient herbs. I had to go through, and I still have to go through and do this on Etsy and Amazon and wherever else as well, is now taking out that verbiage and just making some kind of blanket. Don't use caution if pregnant or nursing, or don't use if pregnant or nursing, because there's plenty of things that fly under the radar, like, you can't have soft cheeses or stuff like that. Okay. That's the thing. So I'm behind on a lot of things because I now have to go do that. I am dealing with, because of a lot of this and life experiences that I had, I am dealing with a lot of a CPTSD related chronic pain flare up. And, I'm very low functioning right now. The fact that I have the wherewithal to record this video is nothing short of a goddamn miracle. So I am not being hysterical or overly reactionary or lefty, liberal, blah, blah, whatever. I'm being realistic, I'm being pragmatic, and I'm trying to protect myself and my business. And it's so disheartening to wake up every day to all of this and to the layers of this. It's not just one, okay, Roe versus Wade was overturned. It's like, you got to get way down the line deep to really understand what that means. Did I think that this was going to, kind of impact my business when this first happened? Not really. And then I started reading more and more and hearing more things, and I'm like, oh fuck, well, shit. Especially when they start coming for medications and herbs. sorry, I'm a little, it has a lot far-reaching effects. Now, this is going to affect people who have no intention of having an abortion, who aren't even getting pregnant, who now can't take their psych meds. Hi, I take psych meds. Now I don't have to worry about that, but I know plenty of people that do. So now people who are chronically disabled, whether it's mental disabilities, physical disabilities, and stuff like that, people with chronic health conditions are now also put at risk because of this. And I just have no fucking words for that. And yes, I'm angry. I'm terrified. I'm sickened. But again, to get back to the original point that this is about my business and about my livelihood, about my health and well-being, please understand I am doing the best that I can as one person who is disabled to keep my business running, to get my orders out on time-ish, and that I have to take care of myself. And sometimes my body just goes, nope, you're just going to go be in, burrito yourself up in your blankets and pillows in bed and lay there. So be it. That's what I have to do. Now, I will try to keep people apprised when these changes are, if there's large changes being made. A lot of them are going to be subtle. A lot of them are going to be under the radar as far as my products are concerned. Because when it comes to, I use, say, wormwood and mugwort a lot. It's associated with a lot of different deities. There's a lot of other things that are associated with them. Those I can pull in and pull out other things. That's really not the main issue. But if I might have to discontinue entire product lines, like the flying ointments, which I've sold a ton of. There's not enough herbs in there that are going to, harm anything, really. But at the same time, here we are in the fucked up world we live in. And the world sucks. Doing the best I can to get through it. Doing the best I can to keep my business afloat. Trying to deal with my chronic pain. Trying to deal with my mental health issues. I wish everyone stay safe, stay sane, take care of yourselves. Peace out.